What's interesting about manual labor is like you go in to the manual labor warehouse or factory or whatever, you know you're not getting out of there with your spine intact. Something on your body is going to break in the 5 to 30 years that you're working there. And if you get hurt while you're there, here's how they treat you. They'll say, oh, okay, you need a sit-down job in the manual labor job warehouse. Okay, we'll find you the sit-down job that Pete over here has been doing for the past 10 years. Pete's been here 60 years. Pete's whole body's broken. But sure, we'll put you, who's currently injured for a little bit, on Pete's sit-down job, and we'll make Pete go do the stand-up job now. So Pete and everyone else hates you. They're all shaming you. They're all looking at you, and they're like, Pete's fucking broken. And here you are, 5-year guy, sitting down. Then your bosses are like, okay, you know, they'll put you on the schedule for the stand-up job because they'll forget, you know. And then you're like, hey, so I was told by the doctor I have to sit down. And they're like, really? You're like, yeah, it's like, you know, thought it was against the law to make me stand up right now. Just trying to follow your rules. And they're like, okay, yeah, go sit down. And there sits Pete, because the managers like Pete. They're friends with Pete, right? So you have to go over to Pete and you have to say, listen, Pete, I know your whole body's broken, but it is against the law for me to stand up right now. So I have to sit there. And then Pete won't even look at you. And he just walks and he goes and he stands up. It is built to make you feel bad for complaining. And oh man, there are guys at the manual labor places that complain. And they are the most hated, the complaining man. The only guy who's really like, all right, really? This is the worst. The only guy who's like telling the truth and not just like, you know, sucking it up and pulling his bootstraps up. The only guy who's telling the truth, they are all like, nope, bitch, you're a bitch. Stop being a bitch. We all have to stand up sometimes. And look at Pete. He's broken, standing up.